Hello everybody, Movie Guy 808 back here again, bringing you another video. This time I'm just going to do some recent pickups that I got added to my collection. I do have a little bit of help today, a little bit of assistance from the beautiful Lucy, manning the phones over here, in case anybody wants to ring in. Yes, thank you Lucy. Yeah, I know. But for now, we're just going to go into some of the new DVD pickups I made recently. Let us start with an Italian film. Amer. It's kind of a homage to 1970s Italian giallo films. Dario Argento and of course famous Italian directors of that era. It's supposed to be really spectacular visually. Has a really interesting style to it. I think this came out in 2009, so it's been out for a couple years now. But been meaning to see it for a while and haven't gotten around to it. So looking forward to checking out Amer. And this was actually given to me by my brother recently. Who's also a film buff, and shout out to him. Thank you, bro. Also recently picked up a double feature from Blue Underground, crime double feature with Grand Slam and Revolver. Two things that really sold this to me was, of course, Oliver Reed and Revolver. Oliver Reed's become one of my favorite actors recently. I want to see everything that he's done, pretty much. And of course, Klaus Kinski in Grand Slam. I love Kinski, so I'll watch anything that he's in. And released by Blue Underground, so you can't beat that. Those both should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to watching those. Kind of an obscure one that I had never heard of, but was so intrigued that I had to pick it up. That's Luc Besson's Le Dernier Combat, or The Last Battle. Luc Besson, of course, directing, as it says up there, The Professional, Fifth Element, along with several other films. Well-known director. This movie is supposed to be visually absolutely incredible. There's not supposed to be hardly any dialogue in the whole thing, but it's kind of a post-apocalyptic, end of the world kind of movie about a small group surviving in the wilderness. But it's supposed to have just some incredible photography, and one of Luc Besson's early films. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. A animated film, English animated film from the 1980s, When the Wind Blows. I heard very good things about this as well. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic nuclear destruction type of movie. This old couple is kind of given instructions from the government, the English government, as to what to do if nuclear conflict breaks out, and the instructions are just so ludicrous and ridiculous and impractical. It's kind of making fun of the era and the not for rental. That's pretty funny. And the government stances of the era when it came to nuclear combat, and how citizens would protect themselves in the event of that nuclear combat came about. Came out in 1986. I heard some very good things about this. When the Wind Blows. Next up, we have a Japanese zombie film. That is Wild Zero. This is kind of known as being kind of a rock zombie film, if that makes sense at all. The 3 or 4 main characters in this film are actually all from a band, a Japanese band, and they kind of just got together and made this zombie movie. So a lot of good music in it, supposedly. Again, haven't seen it. Let's see, it says Japan's rock and roll zombie horror classic. Supposed to be some great gore, some great music. Just a good old-fashioned zombie fun. Of course, it's put out by Synapse Films. Well, I have quite a few of their releases. I'm a big fan of them. So heard a lot of good things about Wild Zero. So looking forward to checking that out. And the last two I have here are both Blu-rays. So let's start with Micmacs, the new film by the director of Amelie and City of Lost Children, as well as A Very Long Engagement. Jean-Pierre Jeunet, I believe is his name. This is supposed to be really good. I heard a lot of good things about this. I mean, pretty much anything he's directed has been amazing. So I have high expectations. Apparently, this is about a man whose father was killed when he was a child by an arms dealer or a gun manufacturer or something along those lines. And basically, he makes it his life to bring down this arms dealer. His life's goal, to bring down this arms dealer. So it's supposed to be very interesting and have a lot of kind of commentary on arms manufacturing and that profitability of that industry. And given the recent political climate, I thought it might be interesting and I'm a huge fan of the director. Again, loved Amelie, one of possibly the best photographed and edited films I've seen in a long time. It's a very good style, so I'm looking forward to checking out Micmacs. And lastly, this was actually another one that was given to me by my brother, great guy that he is, and that is Schindler's List on Blu Ray. Of course, do have this on DVD. It's a great film. Not the kind of film you can watch all that often, but is definitely a masterpiece of filmmaking. Great cast, Liam Neeson, Ben Kingsley, Ralph Fiennes, as well as others you may recognize. It's a fantastic film, amazing in black and white. On Blu-ray, I'm sure it's going to look absolutely incredible. Not a whole lot else can be said about this film. Of course, won Best Picture in 1993. Steven Spielberg was already, obviously huge before he made this film, but this film really cemented him as one of the best filmmakers in the world, in my opinion. And just an amazing film. Glad to have that on Blu-ray. So I think that is it now. It looks like we've finished up. Our guest has since fallen asleep, but she can be forgiven for that. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll see you later. Bye.